You have to be willing to grow. Like, be uncomfortable, but grow. My name is Ariel McGrew. I am the founder and CEO of Tactful Disruption. We're a strategic resource at the intersection of mental health and career development related to diversity and inclusion shortcomings. We elevate the distinctiveness and belonging of military, millennials, and minorities in the workplace. I pursued a master's in clinical mental health at the University of San Diego, and I ended up winning an internship with the Veterans Village of San Diego, where I worked with homeless veterans, males only, who were recovering from substance abuse issues. And so what I learned was that one of the things I was shining in was the dialectical behavioral therapy. So it's like, why don't your emotions match your behaviors? And so figure out a track through the transition assistance program, which was either education, employment, entrepreneurship, or technical, which was vocation or trade. And I just started to fall in love with entrepreneurship. And I realized, well, you can't have employment without entrepreneurship. Like, some entrepreneur created the vision. He provided an opportunity for people to have a job, gain a new skill set. So I was like, these two go together. What I learned was, as I was helping entrepreneurs, they were having mental health crises, mental health issues. In some cases, mental health is trending in minority communities, right? Like, Black men want to talk about their mental health issues. There needs to be therapy for Black girls. But the reality of it is, if you're having issues in the workplace, it's not going to be solely specific to your race. It's going to be related to family career opportunities, foreclosed opportunities. So the challenges I see is helping people make that link, that you can actually have mental health issues related to your career that are way deeper than the inclusivity issue. I would say one of Tactful Disruption's most innovative solutions right now is small internal strategic planning. We use it for curriculum development. So we recently we were tapped by a domestic violence shelter to help a manager and a subordinate who were not getting along. So we created an action workbook where we interviewed everybody on the staff, and then we created an action workbook to help the subordinate do her job, but hold the manager accountable and meet the mission of the organization. For Tactful Disruption, the key indicators would be high employee voice, healthy ego, and caring contributions. So high employee voice means that you have an interest, something has piqued your interest in what we do, and you know that it's going to help you grow. So we will take you from A to Z. We want that for you. So it's less about like what you're gonna do for our organization as much as it's what is it gonna do for you in the long run. Everybody has things that don't always make the front line, but we want you to be able to receive the feedback and grow from the feedback. Feedback is critical, so you have to be feedback friendly. And last but not least, you have to be willing to grow. Like, be uncomfortable, but grow. We are definitely all about supporting each other, so if you need to curse it out, but get the job done. I wouldn't ask anybody to do something I would not be willing to do. So if you cannot produce, like if I give you a task and I expect a turnaround in 48 hours, I too would be able to, make a 48-hour return on that. So we mind what matters. Like, if this is what's asked of you, please do what's asked of you. You can tell me about all the other things in the process, but the whole goal is to have a healthy ego, so that you are like inspiration for others when it comes to their mental health and career development. We actually need to read things related to innovation, but we also have to stay on top of like what's going on in mental health. The rules are always changing. Our clients come from all over the U.S., so we've got individuals in Kansas, Colorado, Utah, so we have to know the mental health laws for each of those states. You have to know the telebehavioral health laws, but you also have to be aware of like what's going to work in that market where they are at. So we stay on top of just making sure that our RSS feeds tell us like, what's happening in maybe Southern California that, somebody should pursue, or whether or not schizophrenia, which is often misdiagnosed, it's something that person is really experiencing, or do we need to do some psychoeducation with their case management and integrative care team? So staying on top of the reality that everything is always changing. We boldly edit workplace italics. We just did a podcast we called Bold Edits, where we let you eavesdrop on conversations of interviewees who are having a mental health struggle in their entrepreneurship journey. It's about 4 to 8 minute clips. It might not be right when we first drop it, but by the time you listen to it again in 3 days, it's like, wait, did I hear that the first time? We're playing on the reality that like conversation, communication, it happens differently based on how you're hearing it, but we actually change the script too. And that's the whole point of boldly editing workplace intelligence. You don't have to accept the role that was given to you. You can definitely edit your narrative out loud.